Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be making a multiplayer ready shotgun system. Whenever you hit, it has a spread. When you're reloading, your movement speed gets decreased for a couple seconds. And whenever you hit someone, you can deal damage like 25 a pellet. So let's say I hit this guy. You can see you apply damage to him, and if you've done more than 100 damage, the player has been killed. So let's make this. So for this tutorial, you don't need any previous systems. All I did was make a third-person template and move my camera into the player. So I have this nice first-person view whenever I'm playing. So yeah, the first thing I want to do is make the actual shoot event happen. What I'm going to do for that is going to my third-person input, actions. I'm going to duplicate jump. I'm going to name it IA_shoot. Going back to input and my default IMC, I'm gonna add my previously made input action and then left click for shooting. Next up, I'm gonna go into my character. I'm gonna call IA_shoot, which is this one. And then immediately I'm gonna make a couple of variables. The first one is B is reloading. Next up is my shoot distance. Distance, if I can spell it, which is of type float. And the third one is damage amount. I'm gonna compile this, making sure that is reloading is off by default. Shoot distance should be something around 750. Damage amount is 25. I'll explain later why 25. And then from started, I would immediately branch it. Get B is reloading. Make sure it's not true. So we get a not bool. And then when we're shooting, we want to immediately set is reloading to true. And then handle our shoot system. So I'm going to play sound 2D. So we can have a visual feedback when we're shooting. Or you can have your gun sound depending on your system. Next up, I'm going to get a for loop. And I'm going to be shooting 4 pellets. So the first index, I'm going to do 1. Last index is 4. And then for the loop body, we want to shoot our line trace. So for that, I'm going to make a new function. Handle shoot trace. And then immediately open it up. For that, we're going to get our first person character, first person camera. Then get world location, just this one. Next up, get forward vector. And then for the world location, we're gonna immediately get our line trace by channel. And then attach this to the start, move it out a bit. For the forward vector, I wanna search for random unit vector in degrees. And then the cone half angle in degrees. It's like you should see this as the spread of the line traces. So for the default value, I'm using 7. And then I'm gonna multiply this by our shoot distance. Make this a little bit straight. And then add this to our world location like this. And this should go into the end. What you want to do for what I personally do is for the trace channels, go to project settings, search trace. I've already made it. What you can do, you can say new trace channel and then name it. I named in this case shoot and then ignore by default. So let's say for a character, what you can do, go all the way down to collision presets, custom, and then for shoot, which is this one, you're going to see it's ignore by default. You want to set this to blocked so it blocks your shoot. You can also have visibility, but that means it's going to hit everything, and it's a preference thing. But I decided to use a different trace channel for it. So after we've done this, I'm going to get a branch, return value. Then we're going to break our hit result. Break. Then we're going to check if the hit is valid. Is valid. On hit actor. And then next up, what I'm going to do, normally in this situation, you would have like a survivor class that you can use, that you can do damage to. In this case, I'm just going to use the same character. So calls to BP character, third person character, and then assign a hit actor on it. Or you can call an interface, so you can hit multiple things or like destruct items. The best way is to do a interface for it. I'm just sticking with this third person character class. And then if it's a valid hit, which means the cost is completed, we're going to get this hit actor. I'm going to reroute it. And I'm going to call this hit actor. If the cost fails, which means we've hit something, but not a third person character, you want to leave it as a empty reference. Same if it's not valid, or if the branch is false, you just want to return none and attach it right here. Perfect. I want to have my draw debug type for duration. And then we can save this. Then we're going to go back into our event graph right here. So for the for loop, we're going to get our handle should trace. And then we're going to make a server call for a custom event, which I'm going to call sr_shoot. And for this, we're going to use a interface. So we're going to handle the, we're going to call the interface and decide who we've shot. So we're going to go to blueprints, blueprint interface, BPI_damage, and then immediately open it up. And then this we're going to name on damage received. And then for input, we're going to get amount, which will be the amount of damage we're going to put. Compile, go back to a character, make this a run on server reliable event. Then we're going to call damage on damage received message. For the amount, we're going to do our damage amount. Why I did 25, it's since we're shooting 4 pellets, and each, let's say your character has 100 HP, which means if you hit 4 pellets, the player will die. If you've hit 3 pellets, the player still has 25 HP left. That's why I choose 25. You can change this number accordingly, of course. And then for target will be object reference. So we're going to get our shoot, SR shoot. And get our target right here. And then since now it's in a reloading state, I'm going to comment this. Apply damage on pellets hit. Next up will be the reload, custom event, reload. I'm going to start off with a do once. What I like to do in this scenario, whenever you're reloading, you want the character to have decreased movement speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my character movement, make a custom event. The first one will be a server call, sr_set walk speed. Then I'm going to get my max walk speed. I'm going to set it. I think it's the default is 300. And let's say we're reloading. I want it to be like 150. To make it easier, I'm going to attach this to the event. Make this a run a server reliable event. And then I'm going to make another custom event. And this will be a multicast. So it's get updated on all clients. And call this set MC for multicast max walk speed. Like this. And then we can pretty much copy this logic over. Attach it on here. Call MC set max walk speed. The multicast event. change player speed like this. So whenever we're reloading, what we want to do is we're going to call our SR set max walk speed, which will be 150. So it's half of what we're used to be when we're just walking. Add a delay node, and this will be the time it takes for reloading. So let's say around 3 seconds. After it's completed, you want to set our walk speed back to 300. And we want to set reloading also back to true, or to false, which means we can shoot again. So I'm going to comment this out. Reload logic. This is the handle shooting on mouse pressed. And also, since we'll be testing in the same, let's first test it out and then I'll see how you can apply the damage. So make sure I have shoot trace on. This should be 750 and for duration. So we can play here. Whenever the 3 seconds are gone, it does not go back. Let's see why. Oh, that's because I have not assigned the reload yet. So I'm shooting. You're going to see my character movement is slow. And I'm back to normal. Shooting. You can see the spread is different each time. Looks like it's not shooting once again. Let's see why. Oh, that's because I'm not looping it. Now it's only a do once event. Like this. And also to show you what you can do with the cone half angle. Let's say I make it a big number, let's say 20. And I'm going to play it. You're going to see the spread is really far from each other. And it's always random as well, so it's never the same. You can see 20 is a big number. Let's say I do 7, which is, in my case, looks the most realist. You have 3 seconds delay. Character's walking again. And whenever you shoot, it's still like close to each other, but you can still miss if you're shooting on a distance as well, if you can see right here. So now let's make that you can apply the damage to it as well. So for the third person character, I'm going to go to class defaults. We're going to add our damage BPI. Damage. Then we're going to get on damage received. I'm going to make a variable. This is called health. And then I want to check whenever we get hit if our health is less than 0 as well. So first thing I'd like to do is to see how many damage you do with a print string. Then I want to decrease it from my health. Also make sure health is a replicated variable. Get our health right here. Then I want to branch to see if my health is not 0, which means I have died. So less equal than 0. If it's true, that means our health is 0. And this means player has been killed. If it's not 0, we want to set our health to whatever value it was when we got hit, like this. So I'm going to make a multiplayer situation right here, 2 players. So you can see whenever you hit someone, does not seem to be hitting right now. See if I test from the client side. Let's troubleshoot why it's not hitting it right here. This all looks good. So what we can do to see if it's actually hitting. I want to see if I actually can hit the character. So whenever I go to play and I click on him, looks like there's no damage being transferred. It looks like there's something not good. So it's not finding a reference to it. If I change this to actor, to change it. This is an actor reference as our shoot, which is good. Let me see what happens if I try it. There's no damage being transferred still. I'm looking at it's empty. It's probably due to me not having set my shoot trace channel right here. So, do I have the print string still? I don't. But I do want the damage. So, let's see what happens now. You can see I did damage 25, which means I instantly killed him. That's because health is 0. So whenever I play right now, I'm going to do this as the client-sided. You can see I did hit 1 pellet, which means it's 25 damage. That's really close. I've done 100 and the player has been killed. And there you go. That's how you can make a simple shotgun system that works with multiple players and you can kill each other. Normally, if you want to have a survivor class, you want to make sure to either use an interface class to handle the receiving shots or cast to whatever survivor class you have, which is probably the easiest. So yeah, hope you guys like this since it's the first multiplayer tutorial. If you want to see more, do let me know. If you want to see other tutorials as well. Yeah, I'll be happy to hear about your thoughts, and you can get this project in my Patreon for free if you want. So have a nice day.